Hello, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're out here at another solo camp. It's supposed to be a super moon tonight, so everything should be lit up pretty nicely out here. But I am currently just outside of a farmer's farm. You can hear the cows, I'm sure. But I'm here at a graveyard. It's kind of hard to see right now. It's getting kind of dark, so I got to set up camp really quickly. And yeah, get ready to go because get everything unpacked and set up and ready before it gets completely dark. And I did bring out some food, cook over a fire. I'm just gonna try to get a little camping spot going here. And yeah, we'll go explore that graveyard in the middle of the night. Guys, I got my tent, I got my sleeping bag and stuff down. It's really in the bush in this one. There's cows that way. I don't know if I'm in the same fence as them or not. I don't know if I have to worry about too much about cows, but check this out. I just gotta, you can see here in the distance, you see that? That is the harvest supermoon rising that I want to get for you guys. And as we walk around and make a fire and have a step through, tell a story. Got an interesting thing to make up or something today. And yeah, the spooky thing about this is it's right next to the graveyard, which we will explore. All right, so there's the camp. In the middle, the bush. Got just a little further way down here. I started collecting some firewood right there. Just start off small. I'll get more later to really get a fire going, but yeah, I'll get a fire going right away here. All right, so we got the fire going now. So it's basically everything's done. Camp set. I got her all cleaned out. That harvest moon, it's slowly rising. It's gonna get very bright out here. And then I'm gonna take you guys over to that graveyard, but let me just watch this for a second. Hey guys, we got camp all set up. I'm gonna need to collect a little more firewood. All right, well, it's fenced off all around. I had to hop a fence to get in here. But the thing is, all right, so the cemetery itself is public land, so I can't really camp there. But there's two fences in between. That fence over there says no trespassing. There's a fence in here, what's in between. So I think it's all legal, it's all legit. Nothing to worry about. But yeah, there's some cows in the background right here. And there's a dog that won't stop barking at a farmyard about a half a mile down. I drove almost 45 minutes to get here. And what's unique is it's kind of, you can see in the background, you can see the moon rising. It's gonna be a super moon, which basically means a very bright full moon. And I wanna go, and there's something unique about the tombstones up in the front. I haven't seen it myself, but from what I heard, it's kind of creepy because the tombstones are just children, something way back in the 1900s, some disease or something like that. I can't remember the name of it, Black Plague maybe, I'm not too sure. But yeah, a bunch of babies were buried in the very front row, which kind of makes it kind of eerie. And the urban legend, I mean, yeah, just what I read online is that you can sometimes hear a baby cry at night. So if I do hear something like that, or if there's coyotes around, I'll make sure to have the camera rolling for that. For my 500 subscriber special, I kind of brought this up a little bit before, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a giveaway, and it's gonna send it to my business email, not my main email, my business email, which I'll have in the description when that video comes out. And what I will get the people to do is there'll be a code within that. There'll be a 4-letter code that will be implemented within the video of the 500 subscriber special. So people will have to watch the whole video, and it could pop up anytime. It could be at the beginning, it could be middle, it could be the end, and it'll be a 4-letter word. And their comments will be off so that people can't copy and paste. And then, but what basically you do is you'll send an email with that 4-letter code that I put in the video, and what is your new YouTube name, and what name you kind of want to go by. And then I'll have them all written down, and then try to make it as possible to get the spammers, people with fake accounts, to be professional and, you know, make it fair for everybody. These subscriber specials that I like to do are for you guys, for watching my videos and supporting and helping my channel grow. Not just people that are just, they'll subscribe just because they want to win some money. That's not fair to me, not fair to anybody else. And I hope that it comes to a stop when I do this 500 subscriber special. But we'll do it for sure. We'll see what happens, and we'll hope for the best, and hopefully everything all works out, and I'll do that all. But yeah, anyways, the fire break, you can see how I need to carefully watch, because it likes to spread out, hey? I just end up stomping it out, and then it's just ashes, and there's nowhere for a fire to escape to. I'm gonna keep this fire kind of low, because as you can hear, I'm not too far off a main highway. So if anybody sees a fire in the bush, they're probably gonna call the fire department, or at least come check it out. And like I said, I'm not exactly sure if I should be out here or not. But other than that, I'm gonna make a fire here. I'm gonna go grab some more firewood, because we're pretty much out. I only have this stick left, so I'm gonna have to go out in the darkness there and saw up a little bit of wood. And I want to get a nice coal base, because I'm gonna cook something out here. I'm gonna try to make these videos not quite as long, because I'm sure some people, 40 minutes is like, oh my god, it's like, that sounds like a movie. Nah, I want to make these a little bit shorter. There's 3 more places I want to go after this that are actually proven to be haunted, and I'll have especially the McKim Road Light one. Look that one up now. Go on Google and type in Saskatchewan McKim Road Light. It is a genuinely haunted road, and I'm gonna stay out there. I'm gonna record, see if I can see the light, try to make it mad, because they say if you drive towards it, it turns red, and they said that's when it's mad. So, and then I'm gonna go camp in the bush and see if there's any bumps in the night. That's a little eerie, but whatever. I do really well with that kind of stuff. So, and my channel's not all gonna be about all the creepy stuff like this. There's gonna be pranks coming, stuff like that. It's just because of the time of the year. It's October. A lot of people will be looking at Halloween stuff and kind of, you know, be a little spooked, as you call it. Now this was unique because it is a graveyard, and I haven't camped at a graveyard yet ever in my life. And if I could catch the baby crying or hear something weird happen at the graveyard over there, I'll make sure to get it on film, because that would be pretty cool, pretty special, and I'm sure people would really like to see that. But anyways, I'm gonna go cut some more firewood here. But I made the fire break here, so it's now there's nowhere really for it to go. So I'm gonna go back trek through this bush, which I tripped like 3 times already out here. And I haven't got it a step through yet. You know, I'll grab that later, probably when I'm cooking. I'm just waiting for this moon to rise and get some nice bed of coals, so that I can cook up something and then eat, and and hit the hay and see what happens throughout the night. But like once winter hits, because it's supposed to snow already here in next week. We're supposed to get snow, so once I'm done these 3 major camping trips to these haunted places, I'm gonna try to do a ghost town car camp. And obviously obviously right now, as we speak, I'm already getting started doing the pranks and stuff, and hopefully you guys like that. But anyways, I'm gonna go cut some wood. See what happens, guys? Make a big fire and your fire break isn't quite good enough. But I'm doing this on purpose to extend the fire break. But you see, look at all that burning all around. It's spreading. It's gonna go all the way over there. Ah, so scary. Nah. Just gotta keep an eye out and keep a lookout. Look at that, moons. It's almost 10 o'clock here. So around 10 o'clock, I'm gonna go explore the the graveyard. But look at how fast, look at that. Look how fast it spreads. But yeah, no, I got a bunch of firewood now, and I'm gonna wait for this to burn down, and then I am off to go explore that graveyard. This is my first step brew, and I'll tell you a little bit of what inspired me to do this. Alright, so I'm not a big fan of the creepy, dark, mysterious, but I find this is more entertaining than just someone just going out to the bush and having a fire and having a cookout. This is more unique than that. This is in eerie places that I probably shouldn't be in. You just missed it. There's a bunch of coyotes howling in the background, but whatever, coyotes don't bother me. I got a mini chainsaw, which actually is dead right now. I forgot to charge the battery, but oh well. Anyways, I want to just talk about how this has inspired me. All right, so when you guys seen the Real Talk, and you've seen how when I was at the co-op gas station, there was this time when some guy walked over across the highway and came over to the co-op gas station from where I live, and he came and hung out there and sat on the bench and just chilled there. So me and my buddies, we go up and talk to him and say, "What's going on? What are you doing, man? Why are you hanging out on a bench outside of a co-op gas station?" And he said, "My wife, she kicked me out of the house." I'm like, we're all like, "Well, okay, yeah, and well, what does that mean? You're still sitting on a bench right outside a co-op?" And he said, "Well, I grabbed as much as I can to survive, and I went across the highway, and I went out there and started a fire, and I didn't have any food, I didn't have anything, no water or anything. So I came here, hopefully for some help, because my wife kicked me out. I live the next province over, like 400 miles away." And he said he's waiting for a buddy to pick him up. So me and my buddies, we pitched in. We got him a hot dog. It's a grill that goes 24 or 12 hours a day or whatever while the shop's open. So we gave him a hot dog, a bun, and some ketchup and some mustard. And he scarfed that down, and he said, "Well, thank you guys so much for the water, hot dog." And there he goes back over towards across the highway, back into the woods, just kind of like where I am now, in the middle of the woods. And he had a fire out there and waited for his buddy to come pick him up. So I mean, we helped him out. Great story. I don't know if he's homeless now. I don't know anything about him anymore. But it was one of those things that was like, hey, that would be cool. I want to live like a homeless person, but I want to make it more unique. I want to go to places that are haunted, more places that are not just a camp out, like a homeless person does. It's just a camp out and have a fire and cook a can of beans or something that you found in the garbage or something, and live like that. But that's kind of where the inspiration came from. And I know on YouTube and stuff like that, it's a lot of competition to get views and stuff, but I find that these unique campouts is that, not everybody's gonna be able to go out and do this. This takes a lot of courage to do. I mean, it is sketchy. There's coyotes around. There's you worry about farmers nearby that they see a fire, call the fire department, and then you got to deal with all that crap and probably charges, and I don't know what would exactly would happen, but I think this is all completely legit, because I made sure to look around, and so I'm still on crown land between two public lands, so I think that could be my loophole, which I think that should be my loophole. But yeah, I know that's what inspired me to do kind of things like this. And from now on, it's going to be at haunted places, further and further away. These are going to be big road trips. So I really appreciate if you've watched so far that you like and subscribe and share, because that helps me out greatly as a YouTube channel. And I'm going to be going out and doing these big major things and putting kind of myself on the line. Not really, but there's no murderers around here or anything like that. But you know, ghosts, and whether you believe in ghosts or not, I truly do, because I truly have seen them. But to each their own. I just want to go out there and, you know, and make content for you guys. There's another graveyard I do want to go to. I don't know if I'm gonna get to it this year, maybe not till the spring. But there's a graveyard where apparently there's a light that kind of floats around the graveyards and graveyard signs or whatever, the gravestones. I would like to go out there and see that, and apparently there's a ghost train where you hear a train honking, but there's never any train. Yeah, I want to get to these kind of cool places and show you guys around what Saskatchewan's all about. Not a whole lot here, but there's a lot of hauntings and not really much crime. It's a lot of farmers, a lot of farm fields, not a whole lot of trees, not a whole lot of bush, not a whole lot of forest. As you go way up north, which I want to bring to you guys. I'm gonna go to Ontario with my old pops and get some fishing out at Lake of the Woods, camping on the islands and stuff like that. But for now, this is kind of the main event. This is just gonna be a shorter video, and the next one is gonna be on McKim Road. So make sure you look up what McKim Road is, and yeah, once this fire burns down, we're gonna go check out the graveyard, and then I'm gonna cook some food. And there's my camp. That's where I'm sleeping for the night. I'm gonna turn on my other flashlight and look for how I got out of here. Right, so I think it's up here. And, yep, through here. So you guys can kind of see a little bit of bush. Whacking. That is a barbed wire fence, and it goes all the way left to right, full on barbed wire fence. So we're gonna have to step over this, put my left leg down, crawl over, get my right leg, there we go. Okay, so now we're out in the open. Alright, that's where I was dropped off. The graveyard's up ahead. So you can hear the cows, eh? We're gonna do a little bit of a walk out to where this graveyard is here. So I'm literally sleeping right next graveyard, campground, whatever you want to call it. Actually, what does this monument say? Anything? Oh, it's just nothing. I want to take you out to these front gravestones where they hear the babies cry in the night, which I don't think is real, but the next few places I'm going are actually going to be haunted. But these ones, let's see, I should say, yeah. Born February 1999, died 1909. So that's like 2 days or 2 weeks. So yeah, there's babies, which is very sad, that have died here. Born September 8th, 1912, died June 12th, 1913. I think there's one more. Yeah, 1915, died 1916. Age 11 months, 5 days old. 11 months, 5 days old. So yeah, that's what makes this unique. Yeah, it's very sad. It's very sad to hear something like that happen. Yeah, that's way too young to go. Anything under 50 is way too young to go even further than that. But yeah, these are all the gravestones out there. Religious place, people who died recently around here. But yeah, oh, look at that. A nice super moon. And yeah, camping the graveyard. Going back to my camping spot now. Make a big old fire and cook up some food and then yeah, hit the hay. Yeah, no, it's eerie enough. Very unique in itself when you know how sad that is. They're just babies that have died out here. Or died and was buried out here. And yeah, back into my camping spot. It's got a little trail going. Step over the barbed wire fence again. On a trip again. Oh, my leg's caught. Okay, there we go. Alright, to the bushes. This fire ripping again. And gonna cook up some food here right away. Alright guys, I got the fire going up again. Make a nice bed of coals. Now I got 2 bottles of water and a bag of salt. So what I'm gonna do for this cookout, I'm gonna put 1 bottle of water in here. I'm gonna put that in a safe place to take home with me. And a 2nd pot of water. Alright, so there we go. Got a full pot of water. Now I'm gonna add salt to it. Okay, that's about enough. Branch. There we go. Put it around, make the water nice and salty. Alright, so we got the fire going. And we got the pot of salt water sitting here. Just move it around a little bit. Just trying to get it nice and warm. Water is still lukewarm, so it needs to get to a boil. So I might try to move around some of these sticks and put it right directly on the coals. And let's get this thing boiling. All right, so it's about midnight. We're just waiting for this water to boil. You can kind of see at the bottom, there's little bubbles and yeah, little pieces of wood and charcoal in the water, but that's whatever, that's fine. This is what we're cooking today. It is raw shrimp, Pacific white shrimp, and we're gonna cook that right into this boiling water once she's ready. I made a nice little cradle around to heat that water up real quick. And yeah, we're gonna indulge in an amazing night for so far. I mean, look out here out in the bush. All right, so I think that is pretty much boiling. Now I am going to add the shrimp. All right, so I added the raw Pacific shrimp. And I put it with some tea grass into the fiery pot so they can cook. And once that's all ready, we get to go and eat some food and show you around a little bit of the campsite and hit the hay. And I'll burn the rest of that firewood too and leave nothing behind. I had to get this on video. I'm cooking my shrimp. Listen to that. Coyotes everywhere. Surrounded my camp. All I'm trying to do is cook up some shrimp. Come on, man. Nah, just kidding. And yep, that's what it's like living out here in the middle of the boonies. Lots and lots of coyotes. But I ain't worried. Alright, so it's about 12:30 at night. I'm just about to hit the hay. I'm gonna bring this shrimp off now. Ow, it's definitely hot. you can definitely tell they are cooked. So I'm just gonna add the rest of the firewood to this fire, wait for this to cool down, eat, and then yeah, then go lay down in my camp, my little camp I got over there. All right, guys, well, this is it. I've got the rest of the firewood burning. I got the shrimp cooked up. Just gonna have a piece or two of these, and I like them when there's the full shell. I find that shrimp tastes best that way, especially the way I do it with boiling water. Shrimp definitely tastes better that way. Just my opinion, though. I'm gonna eat these shrimp here, guys, and let this fire burn down. Yeah, here I am, my campsite, which is like literally right next to the fire. This is where I'm gonna be sleeping for tonight. It's a little bit crowded, but at least it keeps the wind off. A lot of dry grass around. It helps with the atmosphere. But anyways, I'm gonna go to bed, guys, and I'll catch you in the morning. Well, I just got up. In the bright sky, there's a super moon. I just woke up to warm up my feet. As I woke up by some cow. There was some cow over there that was mooing. So I woke up and I was like, oh, it's pretty freaking cold. So I went and started a little bit of a fire to warm up my feet, to lay down and go back to bed. But I just wanted you guys to see just how bright it actually is. I don't know if my camera's picking it up or not, but it is very, very bright out here. If I do that super moon is quite bright. Well, it's the morning now. The night I woke up a few times from cows mooing, but other than that, slept all right. Wasn't too cold out this time. Graveyard over there. But yep, now time to pack up and head back home. Prodigy out.